Hello everybody, welcome back to Blueprints. I'm glad people have been enjoying the first couple of videos. Today, April 12th, the third episode will go up this evening, and then I'm recording these ones today. Just for anybody who had concerns about thumbnails, the thumbnails will never contain known spoilers. Like, I will have kind of like general images from some of the rooms and stuff, but never anything so specific as to go, oh, I wish that hadn't been revealed to me before. At least that's my intention. Obviously, it is entirely possible that I put something in the thumbnail that is a spoiler that I don't know is a spoiler at the time, because you don't know what you don't know. But that's that. Here we are in our lobby. Now, we're just going to do our first three rooms first here. Give me the pantry here. This one. We could take a very early metal detector. But if we do that, I guess we do have a route off the pantry and off the entrance hall. So let's claim our metal detector. And that might put us on better course for finding more stuff during the course of this run. Claim ticket 101, metal detector. Metal detector has been returned to you. Have a great day. So we can check our metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. So what I probably want to do then today is think about trying to find gems from rooms, because we're more likely to find keys. And then hopefully off of here we can find a couple of extra routes. We don't have any gems to draw the drawing room, so it's going to be the spare room. But we're not going to enter any of those yet. So we spent one to go into the coat check and back. Now we're going to go outside. So I'm just going to take count here. That's one step to come into here. Then two to come into the west path. And here we can draft this room in the shed. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. Root cellar rooms in your house will be more likely to have dig spots, shelter that protects you from negative effects of the next three red rooms. Costing extra steps instead of gems is very interesting, because obviously we have problems in that gems might be the limitation that we face if we're okay for keys. But then three red rooms is also something. We don't have a shovel, so I don't think it's going to be root cellar today. We will try the hovel. Now, do I need to go in? Because right now I'm at 46 steps, and if I don't need to go in, then I won't. Unless I can see like a key on a surface or something. Because if I'm going to need steps to go through doorways, then I don't want to do anything I don't have to. Though I think I can see a piece of paper there, so... The metal detector just beeped. Interesting. Okay. Good to know that that is how that works. So coming in was worth something to us at the very least. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundkeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and services and wish you the best in your future endeavours. Anne Babbage, House Manager. Can't turn that over or anything. Okay, I think that is everything in this room then. At least we got a coin and some lore, if nothing else. So, oh, bear traps. Jeez. So then we spend another one on coming back through here. I don't... Ah, the plank's not there. That's very interesting. So that gives us no option to go further around even if we wish to. Good knowledge. So, effectively starting 8 steps down with a metal detector and a coin and the hovel in place. Okay. Let's go through the pantry. We'll collect our coins. And an orange. It's very welcome. Chapel, corridor, or security. Cost 3 steps to go through security. Security will give us a route out, as will the corridor and the chapel. I think if we take the chapel, we have to go through the chapel and then back through it again to make use of the left side path, or we can go out to the spare room and then have to come back again to do the chapel. So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. So we'll do security. There's something in this room. A lever. Broken lever could be proved to be useful. There's something else in this room. Oh, there's a coin on the ground there. Okay. Now, this computer. Check the inventory. We've missed a coin somewhere. Not the end of the world, but I would like to find it. Right, keycard system. Keycard system settings. Set security level. So the comments said that I was doing something unideal here. If we change to high and confirm, then there'll be more doors. And then if we do the offline mode to open, then what we want is to... Currently, I want the security level to low because we can't turn off the power yet. But if we find the breaker box, we should come back and set that to high so that there are more unlocked doors. So we'll keep that in mind and head on out of this direction of security. West Wing Hall, closet, and kitchen. I think the West Wing Hall is a great choice. Then we can do a dead end here. Let's just get rid of the lavatory in a dead-ended room. Can I see a key on a surface? I can't. I'm just not going to go in because it would be one to step into the room and then one to step back out again. Bedroom lets us pass through it for free. Billiard room gives us some stuff. Since we don't need gems, we do need keys. We could do the billiard room. Well, a pair of dice is nice. What am I hearing out of this metal detector? Ah. Key on the ground, and then darts board. 14. 15. Minus 11 is 4. times by 3 is 12. 16 minus 10 is 6. Times by 5 is 30. Divided by 10 is 3. Oh, geez. These are getting more complicated, aren't they? Right. 10. Minus 4 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. These two cancel out. So I'm just going to do that again. 10, 6, 5, 4, multiplied by 2, divided by 2 is still 4. And now the metal detector is going wild. Is that a different shaped key? The silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. That's new and interesting. Haven't seen that one before. I don't want to do the dead end, but I also don't really want to do the corridor right now, so I will spend 3 to do the courtyard. There's usually something nice in the courtyard. There's a space to dig. Another space to dig. No supplies today by the looks of things. Parlour, den, commissary. It's between the den and the parlour. We don't need the gem out the den. I would like to see if we can make it to the other side of the spare room, which might be asking too much. So we'll go north, knowing that we should find more keys and we can spend steps on gem door rooms. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. I think those are both true. The other two statements have identical wording. Is that also true? The box and the white box are both empty. The box and... oh, no. They are not. So this is... those two are empty, which means this one must have stuff in it. Alright, we get gems. Don't know that I need them, but hey. Just being extra nosy today. Lots of corners that I've not looked in various rooms, and at least on one occasion we found something of interest behind the edge of a piece of furniture. Bedroom, corridor, passageway. 6 steps is a lot. But also to not accidentally end up at a dead end at this later juncture seems wise. Let's just charge north. Chapel, weight room, nursery. Whenever you drafted bedroom, gain 5. I think I'm going to take that now. Because... okay, that counts as +5. That's interesting. I'm going to look for stuff. I don't think I've drawn this room before. So, we can investigate a bit. But the fact that this room counts as a drawer for itself is great knowledge. There's a gem. There's a book. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince have had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book and turned his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Are there any clues in the art? Because I wouldn't put it past a game like this. I don't see anything very obvious, but you never know. Nothing in there. Can't knock the blocks down. Giant mother goose. No sound or peep from the metal detector. So we'll be off. Let's go right first, which is left on the map. I'd like to do this because this is 10 extra steps. But I'm going to do this to keep a room open. But we also get an extra 5 for drawing this room, which is pleasant enough. There's that picture we've seen before that, as far as I'm aware, is not a clue, but could well be an apple. Love to see it. Okay. This is also north. Door is locked. Silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. I think I want to save that for later. So use a regular key right now. We could go chapel. Let's draft the chapel. We won't go in it yet. We will go back across here for the cost of a room to draft here instead. Rumpus room plus 8 gold. Boiler room, power source. Both rooms that we've not seen yet. 3-step requirement. Gems no good to us. Let's do the boiler room. There must be some puzzle and mystery that we have not yet encountered here. There's a door. There's what looks like a different doorway in from the opposing side, which is intriguing. That looks like it could be a pattern. That looks like it wants power, as does that. Okay, let's not turn this on yet. But this comes out through here. Has to go in this direction. And then from here, we can send it in 3 ways. This is 1. That door is 2. This gate is 3. I think I want... this for now. There's something we could dig if we indeed had the shovel. So if we power up whatever this is and whatever that is, I wonder if it will drop that and let us in. I also wonder, can we turn off the power once we've turned it on? Huh. This has done nothing. I'd have to go out and across and down and back again. I wonder if doing so might be a permanent upgrade. Perhaps. Okay, can I turn this off? I can. Intriguing. Now, here's a great question. Can I take the power from here, right? It's going to have to go through there and past this to somewhere else. Possibly this thing. But then it comes around here further and out to that to power this elevator. So I wonder if there's a way to store power somewhere else. I don't know what this red box is for. Let's see what this does. This now has a light. Which is great and all, but doesn't mean anything else to me. Does this cause a problem? Okay. I can... Oh. Oh. Interesting. Hold on. This is now down, but the gate is still closed. So that's no good to me here. That's another source of power on that side, which is intriguing. Should we draft this room while we're here? I think this hallway is perfect and free. Now, not going in yet because I'm still curious about some of what's going on here. Right, that comes out of there. Yeah, these have different patterns. Which is incredible. Oh. Can I switch this off? I can. So that now has power. So if I then do this... Oh, how curious. Activate. Right, center, left. Intriguing. Can I open this door? This door looks like it's free if I can get power to this side and that side. Whether there's a specific room on the other side of this boiler room door, I do not yet know. Let's turn this power on now. That hasn't changed. Sure. That's now powering the right-hand side of this, but I can power the left-hand side of this. Intriguing. Okay. Oh. One was suitable enough, I suppose. Now would probably not be a bad time to do this storeroom, given that the hallway can get access to the room above us anyway. So taking a dead end here isn't really a problem. Gives us another key to work with, which we do need one. The Nook also has one, but we could play the Nook in the step above us. So we'll take this storeroom. No other blips on the metal detector. What a weird and wonderful room. I wonder if there is like a perfect set of circumstances for the solution to something in this room, or indeed if there's some other part of the floor plan that might need to be powered. Right, we're done with the storeroom, so we no longer need to send power to the right, so we can send power to the left. And take this elevator down. Don't know what this random red box is for. You've still got power. If I send this now up, and this across, I'm glad I figured out that you don't have to turn it off each time. I want to figure out getting this bridgeway across again to get up to the top piece with all three on. So I need that on. That looks perfect. I think that means all three are powering the top section here. I've activated something. What? I have no idea. That room still looks like that room. But I don't have anything else now in this room to investigate as far as I am aware. So we can go into the hallway. I don't know that that's done anything or not. Let's draft further north first. Okay, let's try the possibly unlocked side. We get it. Closet, observatory, and office. Opportunity to earn and spread money around. I'm going to take the closet, because then we can use the key to go out of the hallway. And this might have more keys. There's a key and a coin purse. Nothing else. So here we can use a regular key, I think. Basically, I really want to use the special key if it offers us a doorway or a room next to a room in the antechamber where I want multiple ways out. So use a standard key here. Breaker box, drawing room, locksmith. I think the drawing room. Keys for sale is interesting though. But I'd rather do that on like the right hand side of the drawing room later. Right now it's really just, can I keep all my options open? But we're down to 22 steps, which is not tons. Alright, let's do the one closer to the antechamber first. Use a regular key. Corridor, guest room, commissary. Okay, has to be the corridor. Or we could redraw because we're in the drawing room. So let's do that. The nook, the kitchen, and the walk-in closet gets 4 items. But the kitchen has food for sale, which will be very good for our step count. We're not doing dead ends with special keys right now, so into the kitchen. Food menu. If only we had 8 coins. Plus 10, and add morning room to today's draft pool. Intriguing. Today's main course. The main course is served only in the dining room. Oh, I see. Well, drafting the dining room then would be great because that's 30 steps we could get. I'm going to hold out for a club ham sandwich or club sandwich. There was a coin somewhere on the grounds, which is really annoying. This is not locked, which is very big. Since this is not locked, I'm going to redraw. Look for something that goes straight over. We don't get it. We could redraw again. But I'm going to go nook and take the key. No additional coin, which is a damn shame. Use the key that we just got. Something that goes left. The dining room. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we take the dining room for sure. We have the boiler room, so if we can get 1 space north, then we'll get a special dinner that will offer us 30 additional steps, which will be humongous for us. We have our special magic key, if this is locked. It's not locked. That is incredible. So we can do den or aquarium. Aquarium is every color of room. Does that count as bedroom? Because if it counts as bedroom, we get extra steps. Yeah, let's do that. And then do we have to step in for dinner to be served? Yes. So these have interesting doors. Does look like I can open them, but first, dinner. Have dinner. 31 steps, I think. That is humongous. Locked door with special key. Silver key. Draft a room with many exits. Oh my god, what? Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed here. Chamber of mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms in the house. Dark room. None of these get me into the antechamber, so we're going to redraw. Dark room, chamber of mirrors, rotunda, can rotate, step requirement 9. Glad I got all these extra steps. Right, let's draft this room. Locked, okay. Is this going to be the antechamber? Is that what I'm looking at? You're joking. I can't do anything? Or I'm missing something? Or I haven't done something? Maybe I need to do a lever somewhere? Is this still locked? It is. Oh, I had such high hopes. So, whatever is going on here, I can't just waltz in. Fine. Rotunda, we can have the 2 doors go to the aquarium and the antechamber. Right. So, 36 steps. Locked. What a damn shame. Okay, so what do we have? There's a room off the drawing room if it's not locked. There's a room off the spare room way at the beginning. I have a broken lever. I just don't know what I might do with it. I assume it's not... Whatever it is, it's not specific to the Rotunda. We've now had our meals served. So I feel reasonably good about getting around with 32 steps for a while. So can we come out here? Locked. Sure. Right, this is the boiler room where something is happening with this. I do not know what though. I have absolutely no clue. Oh, the blue lines continue to glow through some rooms. That's interesting. Don't tell me I have to make this glow to the antechamber or something. So, we can go out to the chapel and continue our explorations. Locked. I can buy keys with my 6 remaining coins. I'm inclined to try and do so. We've also not seen this room before, so we can get an eye in for what things might cost. 5 gold for 1 keys, 12 gold for 3 keys, 8 gold for a special key, and 10 gold for a lockpick kit. Well, pick up 1 whole key for that then. Was this locked? It is. I think I'd rather spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps getting to the other side of the Rotunda. See what we can do in the depth rooms at like rank 8. So, all out of money now. Not the nursery. Always straight over. Through the drawing room. Yeah. So we could open that aquarium door. I'm more inclined to rotate this round twice. And that gives us a new exit on this rank. Something with a right-hand turn. I'll take... When you enter Gymnasium, lose 2. This, lose 3 just to draft it. Items for sale, but we have no money. Are you locked? You are. Alright, with 11 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to get back to coat check is not going to do it for us, I'm afraid. So I think that is us out of other options. I'm just so sad that we got presented with one of the options into the antechamber to just a blocked wall. I guess in all of these it shows the exits, and the antechamber currently has no exits, so there's going to be more to discover there. And we also know that we should spend our priority time looking for secrets, resolutions, new rooms, things that we haven't seen before, all stuff that we can prioritize instead of just trying to get to the antechamber. So it's good knowledge. I'm mad that I missed a single coin somewhere, but it is what it is. I don't know why I'm running around when we're going to run out of steps imminently, but hey, sometimes you just can't let go. Call it a day. Yes, we shall. Prosaic Shopping Centre. 4 shop rooms. Reached rank 9. 5 items found. 5 new rooms. Well, it was quite the journey we went on today. Boiler room, very interesting. At 43 minutes, I don't think we'll be doing another run immediately. So for now, thank you ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.